hardware programming, like with Arduino or other robotic components, but not purely in the language essence. Yeah.
That's great, Said. At least you have worked with IoT. Good to hear. Okay, yeah, Samrat. Yeah, Samrat, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. My name is Samrat Chaudhary. I am in 11th grade from UP Kanpur and I have intermediate knowledge of Python.
Okay, that's great. Ace, you may go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Hello, sir. My name is Ace D'Souza. I am from DPS. I'm studying in DPS right now, 12th year. And I have learned Python last year, but I'm still quite new to it. So I would like to learn more.
That's great. No worries. Yeah, Ashmit.
So myself, Asmit Tripathi. Now I am in 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I have I have just begun my Python course and I have completed my MSCIT.
That's great, Ashmit. Thank you. Okay, is anyone left? Okay. Yeah, Aishwarya.
Hi, my name is Aishwarya. I am currently studying in.
Aishwarya, I'm not properly audible. Can you come closer to your mic?
Hi, my name is Aishwarya. Am I audible now?
Yeah, it's still there is an issue. But okay, I would have to listen to you carefully. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm Aishwarya. I'm currently studying in 12. I've learned a little bit of Python in my 8th standard, but I forgot all about it.
Okay, Aishwarya, thank you. Yeah, Poonam, Mihir, Balguri, one by one.
Yes, sir. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, Poonam, please.
Hello, everyone. I am Manognya and I'm from DPS Nacharam, Hyderabad. And I have zero experience in Python.
Any other programming language other than Python?
No, sir. Absolutely zero experience with any language.
No worries. Yeah, Mihir.
Hello, my name is Mesh Sharma. I am in grade 12th. I study in Udaipur, and
Okay.
I only know a few terms in Python.
Okay, no worries. We'll get to learn more. Yeah, Balguri, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Rishabh Siddharth. I'm currently studying in 12th grade right now, and I study in DPS Nacham. I have intermediate knowledge of Python from what I've learned in 11th grade. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
That's cool. Siddhant, please.
Hello, sir. My name is Siddhant Agarwal. I'm from Noida and I have basic knowledge of Python.
Okay. Okay, Siddhant. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So that was all about the introductory part. Those who haven't given their introduction, don't be on mute while we are going through the class. So few instructions, but before the few instructions, I would like to ask that have everyone watched the first video that was shared to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir?
sir.
Is there any problem regarding the installation or regarding running the first code, something like that?
Sir, I'm facing an issue running the code. Like it is not running. I've followed every single step, but like it is showing some error.
That must be you must not have saved the code. Okay, so if there is a white dot just beside your line, basically file name, so you must save the code, control S basically, or command S if you are using Mac, and you can turn on autosave from the file section, right? And then you will run the code, it will run properly. If there is an error written in red lines, then it's an issue. But if it's not giving you any output, then you must not have saved the code, right?
Okay.
So do save
Okay.
the code and run it again. And if you are having any kind of trouble, you can message me on WhatsApp, right? Please, guys, do not call me because sometimes I'm in a meeting, I'm busy, I'm here and there. So message me on WhatsApp along with the screenshot of the error or whatever kind of thing you are getting, and I will try to respond as soon as possible, right?
So to your personal.
Yep. Yeah, Armandeep and Aishwarya, what are you saying?
The is it okay if I download the VS Code old version? First, my laptop doesn't
Ishwarya,
have.
you are seriously not properly audible. You need to come closer to the mic, please. Okay, Hamandeep, you were saying something. Yes, Samrat.
Sorry to disturb, sir, but I had a doubt. Sir, I
Mhm.
already
get to know.
installed VS Code and ideally earlier, so my ways of running a program was little different than yours. Is that okay?
Didn't just 1 second. Let me turn off my fan. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, Samrat. Please repeat.
yes, sir. As I was saying, I had earlier installed VS Code and ideally, so my ways of running a program are little different than yours. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay, but it's a suggestion that if you are following my method, that method will be helpful for you to run the Django thing, okay? Because Django thing mostly works on the command line. If you are just using the buttons, you will eventually face the problems while running Django. So it's a suggestion for all of you just to follow the things that I am doing in the video, okay?
Oh,
Sir, can I screen share my error to you? If it's that.
Yes. Yep. No worries, no worries, no worries, Ashwarya. Absolutely no worries. Just look out for any difference if there's, right? There is no, absolutely not much difference in the performance or anything like that, but just you have to look out for that.
Sir,
Okay.
I'm facing this.
First of all, okay, guys, the mistake over here that Siddhant has made, never name your folder like python.tut. It should be always underscore, है ना? And do not give the space. Like if I'm creating a folder of my name Sarvesh Dubey, right? I'll not create Sarvesh space Dubey. I'll create as Sarvesh underscore Dubey, right? That is a good practice that eventually will not give you an error, but you will face the problems. Okay, and the spelling of print is wrong, and then your file is not saved, Siddhant.
So print will be like by mistake. I have.
Yep. Save your file. Control S.
So yes.
Control S, not Control C. Not saved yet. See, you can see, you all guys can see that white dot. The file is still not saved. Okay, so you can go to file section, Siddhant,
Yes, sir. Yes.
and there is an autosave.
Yes,
Check
sir.
that. Okay, now file is saved. Now you can run the code. Now type Python and tut, and you can press tab button. Okay, just press tab button. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Enter. Hit enter. Okay, no module name encodings. Go up, go up, go up. Okay, I think there is a serious error. You need to install Python again, and you need to check all the checkboxes over there. There would be a checkbox add to path, add to environment variables, right? You have
Okay,
not
sir.
checked that button, I guess. So that's why you're getting the error. Okay.
Okay, so I have to like install it again.
Yes, install it again.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And do remember that white dot. Okay, that will not. That should not come. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You can stop sharing your screen, Siddhant. Yeah, Ahmad and Anirudh, what you were saying.
Sir, I've been having a problem where it's not showing the course in the website.
Okay, Ahmad, do talk to UA support. That is not under my surveillance.
Sir, my problem was whatever you told in the video, the prompt thing. Whenever I type PR, it is not prompting me to print. Will it cause any problem or is it fine?
It will not cause any problem. Maybe you have not installed the extension. So go to extensions section. Search on YouTube how to install Python extensions. I'll give the link of those Python extensions, and you can download the extensions. But nevertheless, it's better for you to not install the extensions. Because you will get to learn the syntax, how to what are the proper
Okay.
keywords and how are those words written. Okay.
I installed the Pylance and the Python extension and debugging. Only three. Installed all the three extensions.
No worries if it's not giving you suggestions. That's good for you. So don't worry about that. Just
Okay. Thank
be
you, sir.
careful while writing the code. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Everyone done with the doubts? Everyone done with the doubts? Right. Now, some instructions. First of all, I do not like the chats, right? Because I'm mostly on the other screen, I'll not be able to see the chats as well as your thumbs up or any reactions, right? So whenever I ask a question, I want a proper answer on the mic. Either it is yes, no, or it was a bouncer for you, right? You can ask the doubt, you can ask the query, whatever you're having, but please do not type in the chat. Please do not send any reactions. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Now, regarding the doubts, if you are having a doubt, first of all, you have to pay attention in the class. If you are having a doubt, just ask it on the spot. Just a minute, guys. Someone is knocking my door. Yes. Ask the doubts on the spot. And the structure of this batch will be, you are having first live lecture today. Today is day 2. Then it will be on day 8. Then it will be on day 10. Then it will be on day 15. So on day 8, we'll be learning about the object-oriented programming. Then on day 10, we'll be learning about Django, introduction of Django and how Django works. And then on day 15, we'll be learning about the creation of APIs, how the APIs are created, and what is the importance of APIs in this industry. So this is all about that we are going to learn, and how to create the application. By the end of this batch, you will learn how to create an application, right, on web. So yeah, again, if you have any doubt, just ask it right on the spot, and do not ask like after 15-20 minutes. Okay, sir, 20 minutes ago you told about this, I do have doubt now. That's really unacceptable and not a good practice. Okay. So yes, with that said, I'm sharing my screen, and I'll share the PPT to you guys as well, so you guys can have what's going on with my mouse. Okay, I've dropped the PPT in the group. You can download the PPT from the group, and do let me know if my screen is visible. Bhavini, you can turn off your camera, right? Because the strength is a little bit higher here. Okay, is my screen visible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so introduction to Python, right? What Python is and its applications. So Python is a high-level language. What do you understand by high-level language? It's a language that converts human understandable or human known language into the computer known language. So basically, coming out of binary language, we have a language that is easier for human to understand and computer working language. It is an interpreted language, unlike C++ or Java, that runs the code in one chunk. Python runs the code line by line, and if you have an error on line number 8 or line number 10 in a 20 line of code, so you will get the error one by one. So first you have to solve the error on line number 8, then on line number 10, and then you will run the full code. So assuming that there are only 2 errors on line number 8 and 10. But if you are running the same code in C++ or Java, then you will get both of the errors in one go. So you can solve the errors in one time. right? It was first created by Guido van Rossum and was released in 1991. Python has wide range of applications, including web development, data analysis, machine learning, automation, artificial intelligence, neural network, and the latest one is blockchain. Other than that, networking, security, lot of things, right? Syntax is pretty much simple. It uses white spaces, or we can call it indentations. Some of the key points of syntax are: it plays a crucial role in defining the structure and hierarchy of the code. So either it is 2-space indentation, 4-space indentation, 6-space indentation, depending on what kind of code you are writing. What are keywords in Python? The words that hold some meaning to themselves, right? And they are used on a certain I would say situation, right? If you want to declare a variable that is true, if you want to declare a variable that is false, then you use true and false. And remember, the keywords are case sensitive. If the t of this true will be small, then it's not a keyword that we are looking for. So t should be capital, and false of f of false should be capital, right? Similarly, if, else, for, while, and there are some keywords that I have missed, but you will get to know. These are the basic keywords that you need to know, but eventually you'll get to know what other keywords are. Now, what are variables in Python? Similar to the mathematics, we use variables in every programming language. So variables are used to store the data and to manipulate. So if you want to change the data, let's in mathematics we say that if the value, let's assume that the value of x is 10, right? So here x can be assumed as a boy, and a boy is having 10 apples, right? Then he goes to market and sells 5 apples, right? So we would just minus the 5 apples, and now he has another variable that is called y. Y is the money factor, and now he's having 50 rupees, right? So he sold one apple for 10 rupees, right? So similarly, he's having now 5 apples and 50 rupees. Similar to, like, we have declared 2 variables x and y. Similarly, we are going to declare the variables in any programming language. We are talking about Python here, but we can declare any variable. We can declare variable in any of the language. Variable names must start with the letter A to Z, or it can contain underscore. So it should start either with a letter or with a underscore. It should not start with a digit. After the character, we can include any digit. So 1A is a wrong variable name. It will give you an error, but A1 is the correct, or A underscore 1, or underscore A1, or underscore 1A, or underscore A1, or something like that, right? So these are the examples of variables. Variables names are case sensitive. That means my variable will not be equal to my variable. You can see the difference. V is smaller and capital in the respective spellings, right? Avoid using the reserved keywords as variable names. So like while should not be a, while cannot be a variable name, print, if, these inbuilt functions cannot be a variable name. I have put on the PPT in the group, so you can get the practice programming questions from here. Other than that, there are chunks of questions available out on the internet, so we can grab a lot of them from there. But these are just one of the practice questions. Okay, regarding the thing, let me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think everyone saw how the hello world is written, but let's see it again. Let's see Python, and we are going to run the intro. So you can like type Python first, and then after typing in, you can just press tab. Okay, it will just auto complete the spelling. Okay, so hello world is there. Now if we are going to write about anything, let's say a equal to 10, or b equal to 25 or 24.99, or c equal to, let's say, UA, it will do the thing. So these are the variables. A is a variable, B is a variable, and C is the variable. Their respective values are 10, 24.99, and UA. Now before coming on to the variables, let's come on to about the memory allocation that is done by Python. So assuming that Okay. Yes. So assuming that this is our memory, guys, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh, is anything going bouncer to you, or is it okay?
No, sir.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is okay, sir. It's okay.
So let's assume that this is our memory, right? The computer machine, 128 GB, 256 GB, or 1 TB, something like that. First of all, what is the unit of memory? Standard unit of memory, or the smallest unit of memory? Smallest unit of memory.
So
Hmm?
bits.
Byte.
Okay.
So bits and bytes.
Bits or bytes, मतलब दोनों
Bits.
different होते हैं ना?
Bits. Yes, sir.
It is bits, right? So if you look at this table, it is bit. Bit is basically one binary digit, either 0 or 1. That is, हम कहते हैं ना कि computer only knows the language of binary. It only knows about 0 or 1, nothing else, right? So it is bit. Then one nibble is equal to 4 bits, 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, 1 kilobyte, that is KB, is equals to 1024 byte, 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobyte, and gigabyte, GB, basically terabyte and petabyte, exabyte, and so on. So this is the units of memory. Now let's assume that we have a lot of memory in our system, and we have declared a variable. The variable is VAR. Okay, so the variable is VAR, and pardon me for my bad handwriting. So the type of variable that we are declaring, right? Basically, what value we are assigning will define the data type of this variable. So this is called the data type, right? I can say DT, right? D and T, data type, right? Do I need to write in a fuller format, or will it be okay for you guys if I say data type?
It will be okay, sir. No problem.
Okay.
Sir, it's
Yes,
By the
sir.
way,
Okay.
It's fine, sir.
okay, okay. Thank you guys for your response. Just keep this response up in all of the classes, right? Don't get bored easy. Yeah. So there are lots of data types, but we are just talking about two functional data types. Basically, the uh, data types that provide a platform for any language, right? The data type is number, but again, I would say number is not a type of data, right? Numbers are further classified into two types. Another one is character, right? So those who have used Java or C++, character and string are two different data types, right? But over here, string and character are the same. I'll just come on to the point. Number are further classified into two types, right? Two basic types, I would say. One is integer, that is int, and the other one is float. Now, can anyone tell me the difference between float and integer?
Yes.
Float takes decimal values and
Can I?
integer takes only the integer values.
Yes. So the integer values are the numbers who does not have any decimal, while the float values have decimal. So if I talk about 5.0 and 5, is it integer or is it float?
Float.
Float, sir.
Just one
Float.
second, guys. Just give me 1 second, guys, please.
Yes, sir.
Uh, yeah, sorry, guys. So where were we? There are different kind of data types, right? So first one is integer. Integer does not have any decimal values. That means 5 is an integer, whereas 5.0 is a float number. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So any number having any decimal, whether doesn't matter it is 0.00000 or any number after decimal 1912, 291, 029, it will be a float number. Right? Now, if we talk about characters, again, characters can be anything, can be a digit, if you are talking about 1, 2, 3, or it's a mixture of digits plus characters, special characters like exclamation mark, @ hashtag, $sign, %, something like that. Okay, so these are the characters that form a string. So if I talk about just A is a character in other programming languages, but A is a string because basically the definition of a string is it is the collection of characters. But over here, a single character is also a string, empty character is also a string, and collection of different characters is also a string. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So now how much memory each variable takes? If we talk about integer, integer takes 2 bits, float takes 4 bits of memory, right? And for string, for each character, it takes 1 bit of memory. So whenever we declare the variable, it takes some chunk of memory in the machine. If you are declaring an integer variable, it is taking 2 bits of memory. For float, 4, and for string, 1 character for each bit, 1 bit for each character. Now, if we talk about, let's say we are running this code over here. Now, say print A plus B, right? What will be the value that will be printed? Guys, what will be the value that will be printed?
Sir, X.
No.
34.99.
34.99.
Yes, 34.99. But in this case, it is 34.989995. So this is a disparate, like intentional example. So you have to find out why not 34.9, why 34.98 and 9999, something like that. Okay, so you have to figure that out. That's a homework for you. Now, we will be printing about print first the variable and then its data type. So how to find the data type? Like this. Okay. So one by one, everyone will tell me what is the data type of A, what is the value of it. First, one second. First, what is the value of each of the variable, its data type, and how much memory will it take in the machine. So let's start with A. Value, data type, memory.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yep. Shoot.
How much memory do functions take as themselves?
Depending on what kind of function you are writing, what is the length of the function, how much variables you have used in the function.
Okay, sir. So print as itself, does it take any?
Yeah, it's a different dynamic. So for now, let's not dive into that. I'll just give you a personal explanation, or you can find it on internet. So that actually I haven't figured out personally. That's a nice question that you have asked. So I have to also figure it out, and I'll reach out to you. Okay.
Okay.
Never thought it that way. Okay. So yep, for A, what is the value, type, basically data type and memory? I am not entertaining any hand raises.
So the value of A is 10, its data type is integer, and it takes 2 bit of memory.
Nice. Other than now, whomever has said, please do not give the answer to next question. Now let's talk about B.
So B value is 24.99 and data type is float. And sir, what you are asking else?
Memory.
So memory here 4.
4 bits. 4 bits,
4
not
bits.
4.
Yes, sir, 4 bits.
Now about C.
Sir, C is a string and its value is yuva and its memory will be 6. 6
Nice.
bytes.
6 bits, not bytes. Right, so because there are 6 characters involved in this, we have 6 bits of memory. Now tell me how much memory will it take?
Seven bits. So 7 bits.
7 bits.
7 bits.
Now how much?
So 6 bits.
So 7 bits.
7 bits. 10 bits only, sir.
7 bits, right?
7
Because
bits.
space is also correct, considered as a character. Got it?
Yep, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's do some operations. So we are going to have A plus B. We have already talked about A plus B. Again, the question will be similar. We will be talking about what is the value, again the data type, and how much memory will it hold. For the question will remain same. We are just doing the operations. So the value you have, the type will be float, and how much memory will it take? X. We are talking about X now. It is float, so it will take 4 bits of memory, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now tell me what will be the value, type, and memory. 3 questions. It will be the same all the time.
So 2 bits.
Again, first with value, then type, then memory.
So the value
The value
will
will be 34, the type will be integer, and it will be 2 bits, the memory.
Exactly. Because integer number takes only the integer part of this. Doesn't matter if it is close to 25, but since the integral part of this number is 24, it will take the 24. So the value will be 34, type will be integer, memory will be 2 bits. Right?
Got it, sir. Got it.
Okay. Now what? Now what?
Now the value will be 34.9899 and the memory will be like the allocated will be 2 bits. And what else did you ask, sir?
Memory, just memory.
2 bits, I guess.
So your answer is wrong over here. First, the value will be 34.0, not 34.99 or something like that, or 9899. Because we are converting first into integer. So what is the integer value of 24.99?
25.
No, it's 24.
24.
Yeah,
24.
34. Step 34.
24. So 24 is the value that we will get from this function. So this function is going to return 24. Now the float value of 24 is 24.0, right? And then we are adding 24.0 to 10. So the eventual value will be 34.0. The type will be float and the memory will be 4 bits. Is that clear?
Yes.
So you have to look at that way because it's a nested functioning, right? First we are converting into integer, then into float, and again if I can convert this into integer, what will be the value and type?
24 will be the value and type will be float. Now it will be
Type will be integer.
That would be it.
Type will be
Type will
integer,
be
right?
integer.
Now what?
Now also the type will be integer
Yes,
only.
sir. Now also integer.
Now the type will be float because a is converted into float.
Sir,
Huh?
sir, I couldn't understand that conversion of integer into float. Can you once again explain?
Integer into float.
Sir, for that b into integer into float.
देखो, let's अंदर से बाहर की तरफ जाते हैं. We move from inwards to outwards. Okay. So first, what is the value of b?
24.99.
Then what is the integer value of b?
24.0.
No, 24, not 24.0. It's a float value of 10.
Okay, 24.
What is the integer value of 24.99?
24.
24. Then what is the float value of 24?
24.0.
24.0. Again, what is the float integer value of 24.0?
34.
24.
24.
24 का बोल रहा हूँ ना, भाई 34 कैसे हो जाएगी?
24. Yeah.
Right. So this is giving us 24 eventually. Now what is the float value of 10?
10.0.
If you add 10.0 to 24, you get 34.0. Right?
34.0.
So you are getting eventually a float number.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Clear on that part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So don't get confused. It's pretty basic, but yeah, you are the beginners. So just what I would suggest, you do this practicing. Okay, create any kind of function, create any kind of thing, and let's see you get the error or you something like that. Now you get this. Now what will be the outcome?
Sir, won't it show an error because string is used?
Exactly.
For
it would
B.
show the error. Since an integer number cannot be added into a string, it would give you an error. But let's assume that I am converting both into strings. Now what will be the, because it is also a string. See, a number can be added to a number, a string can be added to a string, right? So because float and integer both belongs to the same category as numbers, right? We can add that. But to strings, only strings can be added. So let's see that you have got a string over here of A and a string of B. What will be the possible outcome?
Sir, I think it will be A plus B, so that is 1024.99.
Okay, any other guesses?
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Can you please repeat the string part again?
See, when we convert, see what integer was doing, it was converting into integer. What float was doing, it was converting into float. What string is doing, it will convert into string. So it will look something like that. It is not 10. It will look something like 10, right? So 1 is an independent character, 0 is an independent character. They are not working as a digit. It is not 10. It is 1 a separate entity. It is 0 a separate entity. Similarly, for 24.99, it is 2, 4. Now it's not decimal. It's dot, the full stop, right? 24.99. So if we if we convert the string of 10 string of 24.99, the result will be 1024.99. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
And what will be, how much memory will it hold?
Sir, 4 bytes. 4 bits, sorry.
It's a string.
Seven.
Sir, seven. Sir, seven.
Seven.
Sir,
Seven.
seven.
Because
Seven
seven
bits.
different
Seven
characters
bits.
are, right?
Yes, 7 bits.
7 bits. Now let's say that we have written 10 over here and we are converting integer of C. What will happen?
Sir, it will show an error.
Why?
So because string and integer can't be added.
So adding string plus
Can be added.
Very good, very good. But what kind of error? Let's see. Concatenation error it will be, can only concatenate string, not integer, right? Now what will be the outcome, possible outcome?
Sir, 20.
Again, the type will be?
Sir, integer.
Sir, integer.
Great, great. Now tell me.
20. Sir, 20.
20.00.
Right? For integer,
20.0.
just once again, for integer, the dot is not decimal, it is like dot. And how to convert dot into integer? It is not possible, right? So there comes the rescue for float. If we convert into float variable, then it will be 24.0, sorry, 20.0, right? So this 10.00 is converted into float, that is 10.0. Is that clear?
So, but like if we write int C here, so would it not work with 10.00? Like, would it give an error?
Something like that?
No, sir. I'm saying like if we have in C we have 10.00 only stored, and we write in X we write A plus int C. So would that give an error because 0.00 is not recognized by int?
Yes, it would give you an error.
Okay, that is what I was asking, sir.
So only, and if I write like this, what would be the error that I would getting? It would be same error, value error, because invalid literal for int. For here we would get A because it cannot convert A into float, right? Could not convert string to float. So similarly, you can go with many examples out there. There are many examples, so you have to practice on your own. Coming on to the type of strings, I'll just give you one example. So this is also a string. This is also a string. This is also a string. You can write anything, right? Also, this is also a string. Now, how to use? When I'm using a triple quotes every time, it's a multi-line string, right? So you can write multiple lines. But this reliability is not there for you when you are using single quoted strings. Like if you write that, it will give you an error. Okay, so that is a multi-line string for this as well. Okay, so this is a multi-line string, but single quoted strings are not. Now we are talking about double inverted commas and single inverted commas. So double inverted commas, you can use any of them, doesn't matter. But if you are going to use another double inverted comma, like I would say the USA, so USA should be written in double inverted commas, it will give you an error. So you have to start your string as single inverted commas. It will not give you an error. Okay, if you want to use apostrophe, right? If you use like my country's name is, it will give you an error, right? So to use apostrophe comma, you have to use a string that is starting from a double quote. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So that was all about the basic introduction of Python. Any doubt, anything that you are having, you may shoot out.
So can you explain the string again?
Okay, no worries. So as I talked about, you can use any string of your type, doesn't matter. Preferably use double quotes always, but you can use single quotes. When I'm talking about strings, you can, if you want to use this apostrophe, Basically, if there is a single inverted comma that is going to come in the string, you should use this type of string, double inverted comma string. If there is a double inverted comma coming in the string, you should use this single inverted comma string. And if there are both coming in the string, then you should use this triple quoted string. Doesn't matter if it is a double inverted comma triple quoted string or single inverted comma triple quoted string. Okay,
Right.
you can use something like that. It would not give you an error. Okay, guys. So here I rest the introduction
Sir,
of Python. Yes, Ashmit.
so can you explain about that bits? I haven't understand about that.
This is the bit is just a unit of memory. Like similarly, you measure how much water you have drank today, so it would be about 3.3 liters. So 3 liters means 3000 milliliters, something like that. How much kilometer is Indore to Bhopal or Mumbai to Delhi?
No,
So it is
sir, not that
7.4.
one. Float, integer, and strings.
It is as simple as that any see, Ashmit, I warned you about this thing. You should have asked that this question earlier, right? It was just the very beginning of this lecture, right? So always pay attention. So okay, doesn't mind, I'll repeat. There is one data type that is called number, other data type is character. Number is further divided into two types, integer and float. Float takes 4 bits of memory in the machine, integer takes 2 bits of memory in the machine. For character, or we call string in Python, it takes 1 bit memory for each
One.
character. 1 bit memory for each character. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. Any other doubts,
Can I
questions?
ask a doubt that is a bit out of the way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Does coding kill your personality, as the meme goes?
Never. What kind of personality do I look like to you, or do I sound to you?
That is exactly why I asked the doubt, because you look really fresh even at 10 p.m. And what I've heard from the memes and all, the coder guys generally start working at this time, and they're like all night. They pull all nighters for solving problems and stuff.
See, the personality is not dependent on what kind of work you are doing, right? Siddhant, it's not a joke, right? Don't laugh, because he's asking a question that is not out of the box, I would say, because he's exposed to these kind of memes on the internet. So that's completely okay to ask Nimrit. Right? See, your personality is not dependent on what kind of work or what kind of task you are doing, right? It's a born, I should say, it's a born symptom that you are having. Either you are jolly, either you are notorious, either you are little serious, but or introvert or extrovert or ambivert, right? So it is not. I myself like to work in the night, so that might give you a perception that every coder works in the night, but there are coders that I've seen that work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they do not work after that. They happily work, right? And they will rest in their grave for 9 and 6. They will not, उनकी आत्मा नहीं बन जाएगी जो रात में आके काम करेगी, ठीक है? तो उनको 9 से 6 काम करना पसंद है, मुझको रात को काम करना पसंद है, तो मैं उस हिसाब से करता हूँ, ठीक है? And it's not a thing that a coder is a nerd, right? Depending on your personality, if you are a nerd, you are a nerd from birth, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, by the way, Nimrit, what a question. Seriously, your curiosity is beyond my imagination.
Yeah, sir. Even the print question, I'll get back to you once I find that.
Yeah, Nimrit, thank you. Okay, guys, so anyone that much curious and imaginative here? Okay, everyone's energy is down. We can end this lecture over here. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye, sir. See you.
Bye bye bye, guys. Who was there for the Django question?
Hi, sir. I
Saisha.
asked,
Yeah, Saisha, just 1 second. Everyone, please leave the class. Ashmit, Harmandeep, Anju, Mihir. Okay, Saisha, go ahead and share your screen, please.
yes, sir. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yeah, I'm able to see your screen.
Yeah, so in your lecture video, you had said you would type this if request.method equals
Mhm.
post. And then when I do this request.post, it's not getting registered as any sort of function. It's like not showing up as a different color. And then when I put this in the browser, it's giving me this error.
Okay, 1 second, huh?
Yeah.
Mihir. Mihir can now join this meeting via Mihir request. Yes, Mihir, you are asking something?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm asking that you are recording this lecture, so can I get this lecture?
Yeah, you will get this lecture. You can ask to your support and it will be probably